A Girl Named Rosita, the story of Rita Moreno, actor, singer, dancer, trailblazer, by Anika Denise, illustrated by Leo Espinosa. Juncos, Puerto Rico, 1935. In a tiny cottage tucked between El Junco Peak and a wild, fragrant rainforest lives a girl. A girl with the rhythm of the rainforest in her feet and the sweetness of the sugarcane fields in her swishing skirts. A girl named Rosita Dolores Alverio, who loves to sing and dance for anyone who will watch her. Step, turn, snap, kick, swish, jump, twirl. Until early one morning, Mammy whispers, "We are moving to the mainland." "But why isn't Francisco coming?" asks Rosita. "He'll come later," says Mammy. "I'm taking you first because you are a big girl and you won't cry." So Rosita does not cry as she waves goodbye to her baby brother. In the dark, cramped cabins of the crowded passenger ship, Rosita is quiet and brave. After days of wobbly decks and stormy seas, a statue of a woman wearing a crown rises up to greet them. "Where are the trees and flowers?" asks Rosita. "They will be back in the summer," Mammy explains. That night, Rosita dreams she's back in the tiny cottage with Francisco. When she wakes, she does the one thing Mammy thought she wouldn't. She cries. Rosita's new school is a fortress of brick, where children tease her for her accent, darker skin, and curly hair. "Core," she tells herself each day on her way home from school, "run so the bullies don't catch you." Out of the cold and away from the noise, she returns to a home that isn't home. "When is Francisco coming?" Rosita asks. "Ay, hija," says Mommy. "Pronto, pronto." If she only knew more English, she could tell the bullies, "Dene me en paz. Leave me alone." So while Mommy scrubs and scours and sweats and sews, Rosita practices English in secret. Is leaving behind her native Spanish like letting go of her native island and all the things she loves? Fields, flowers, Francisco? Rosita stops asking, "When is Francisco coming?" Her heart tells her he will stay in Juncos with Papi and Abuelo, and she will stay in America, where she must learn to speak English. Day after day, she practices until she can speak English perfectly. "I am Rosita. I am 5 years old." Just as Mammy promised, the leaves return in summer, bringing color to the concrete city. Tiny glimpses that feel like hope. Rosita smiles again and dances. At 6 years old, Rosita begins dance classes. "Paque Casino is famous," Mammy tells her. "He is the tío and teacher of Rita Hayworth, the movie star." This says dance lessons by Paco Cancino. Dancing the Civilines, Rosita is a bird rising above the rooftops, speaking a language that is all hers. Forward, forward, back, back, kick, pasada, right swing, back, side, hold, ole. After 3 long years of lessons, Paco Cancino pronounces her ready to perform on a real stage. The music begins. Strum, strum, strum. Rosita takes a breath. Clap, clap, clap. On stage, she is home. Soon, Rosita is dancing for the troops, acting on the radio and recording Spanish versions of hit Hollywood movies. Why not me? Thinks Rosita, seeing the studio starlets sparkle on the screen. I can be a leading lady too. She's staring at the Wizard of Oz. When Rosita is 16, Mammy marries Eddie Moreno, and Rosita decides she will take his name. She chooses the last name Moreno, not because she loves Eddie like a father, mostly he seems like a stranger, but because it's easier for American casting directors to pronounce. And Rosita is ready to be a star. Then a miracle happens. Louis B. Mayer, the head of MGM Studios, wants to meet her. Her palms are sweating as she shakes the hand of the man who can change her life. Sign her, Mr. Mayer says with one look at Rosita. Rosita Dolores Alvaro Moreno is on her way to Hollywood. In Hollywood, Rosita's name changes again. This time, the Murillo studio chooses Ruby Fontino, Marcy Miranda, Orchid Montenegro? Please, she prays, anything but Orchid. I've got it, says the casting director. How about Rita? After Rita Hayworth. From that day forward, Rita Moreno she will be. Rita Moreno is ready for Hollywood, but Hollywood isn't ready for a Rita Moreno. Years after teaching herself to speak perfect English, she must fake an all-purpose accent to play maidens, slaves, and Spanish Spitfires, the only roles Hollywood will give to a Latina. Some days she wants to quit, but she's come too far to give up. One day she will play an authentic character who is bold, proud, strong. In 1959, the newspapers announce that Hollywood is making West Side Story, the hit Broadway musical, into a movie. This film, this part, is everything Rita's been waiting for. She auditions for Anita, a proud Puerto Rican female lead. For a month, she practices step, turn, snap, kick, swish, jump, twirl. When the test cameras roll, she is Rosita again, back in the concrete city. Cool, run! Out of the schoolyard, past the bullies in the street, tears, anger, fear, and scene. Jaws drop as Rita's emotional performance. Then, cue the music, horns, strings, percussion, step, turn, snap, kick, swish, jump, twirl. The role is hers. Rita is Anita, bold, proud, strong. New York City, 1962. In barrios throughout the city, Puerto Ricans gather around their television set to watch the 34th Academy Awards. No Puerto Rican or any Latina has ever won an Oscar. A sacred silence descends. Oh, a scared. No? Yeah, scared. I get those two mixed. A collective breath is held. Who will take home the award? May I have the envelope, please? Rita Moreno in West Side Story. She won. She won. She did it, her fans cry. I can't believe it, says a stunned Rita, clutching her golden statue. With the pride of her people on her shoulders, Rosita Dolores Alvaro from Juncos has made history. And this is a timeline of her life. And this is author's notes. Good night. I love you.